What's up, everyone? Today we're diving into something real: the sacrifices you need to make to build serious wealth. Now, I know sacrifice isn't exactly a feel-good word, but hear me out. Building wealth isn't about luck or waiting for that mythical rich uncle to leave you their fortune. It's about making intentional choices today that your future self will thank you for. This is the Finance Virtuoso channel. If you're new here, hit subscribe and the notification bell for the best money tips and tricks. Let's get real for a minute. We all want the fancy life, the nice cars, dream house, and the freedom to buy whatever catches our eye. But here's the truth bomb: most wealthy people didn't get there by living large from day one. They got there by making some pretty significant trade-offs. Today, I'm breaking down the top 10 financial sacrifices that can transform your financial future. These aren't just theory, these are battle-tested strategies that have worked for countless self-made millionaires. First up, and this might hurt a little, you need to sacrifice your budgeting resistance. I know, budgeting sounds about as fun as watching paint dry. But here's the thing: you can't build wealth by accident. Creating and sticking to a budget isn't just about restricting yourself, it's about gaining clarity and control over your money. Think of it like a GPS for your finances. Without it, you're just driving around hoping you'll somehow end up at your destination. Take an hour each week to track your spending and plan your money moves. It's not exciting, but it's the foundation of everything else we're going to talk about. The second sacrifice? Living below your means. This is probably the hardest pill to swallow, especially in our Instagram perfect world where everyone seems to be living their best life. But here's what they don't show you on social media: the crushing debt and financial anxiety behind those perfectly filtered photos. Living below your means isn't about deprivation, it's about making conscious choices. If you're making $5,000 a month, try living like you're making $4,000. That extra grand? That's your ticket to building real wealth. Third sacrifice: your need for instant gratification. This one's particularly tough in our Amazon Prime, same-day delivery world. We've been conditioned to want everything right now. But wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. When you're tempted to make an impulse purchase, try implementing the 48-hour rule. Wait 2 days before buying anything non-essential. You'd be amazed how many must-have items become meh, I can skip it, after a couple of days of reflection. Number 4 is sacrificing expensive entertainment. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a hermit who never has fun. But do you really need subscriptions to 7 different streaming services? Could you maybe do a game night at home instead of dropping $200 at the bar every weekend? The goal isn't to eliminate fun, it's to find more cost-effective ways to enjoy life. Trust me, some of the best memories come from simple, inexpensive activities. The fifth sacrifice is your expensive car habit. This one's a game changer, folks. The average car payment today is over $700 a month. That's insane. Think about what that money could do if you invested it instead. I'm not saying you need to drive a beater, but choosing a reliable, modest car and driving it for years after it's paid off can literally be the difference between retiring wealthy and retiring worried. Sacrifice number 6 is a big one: your convenience addiction. We've gotten so used to paying for convenience that we don't even think about it anymore. Food delivery apps, subscription boxes, paying someone to do tasks we could easily do ourselves, it all adds up. Start looking at convenience costs as what they really are: a tax on your future wealth. Could you meal prep instead of ordering delivery? Could you wash your own car instead of going through the automatic wash? These small changes add up to big savings over time. The seventh sacrifice is your excuses. This one might sting a bit, but it's crucial. I don't make enough money. The market is too expensive. I'll start investing when I get a raise. These excuses are comfort blankets that keep you stuck. The truth is, there's never going to be a perfect time to start building wealth. You have to start where you are, with what you have. Number 8 is sacrificing some of today's income for tomorrow's freedom. This means consistently investing a portion of your income, even when it feels tight. Start with whatever you can, even if it's just 5% of your paycheck, and gradually increase it. The key is consistency. Remember, every dollar you invest today is really you paying your future self. The 9th sacrifice is your need to keep up with the Joneses. This might mean living in a more modest neighborhood than you could technically afford, driving an older car than your colleagues, or not having the latest iPhone. But here's the secret: the real Joneses, the ones who are actually building wealth, they're probably doing the same thing. True wealth is often invisible. And finally, sacrifice number 10 is your financial ignorance. This means investing time, yes, your precious free time, into learning about money management and investing. Read books, listen to podcasts, take some online courses. You don't need to become a financial expert, but you do need to understand the basics of how money works. Your financial education is an investment that will pay dividends for the rest of your life. Here's the thing about these sacrifices: they're not actually about giving up happiness. They're about choosing long-term satisfaction over short-term pleasures. They're about building a future where you have more options, more security, and more freedom. And the beautiful thing is, once you start seeing the results, watching your net worth grow, feeling the peace of mind that comes with financial security, these sacrifices start feeling less like sacrifices and more like smart choices. Remember, building wealth isn't about making one perfect decision, it's about making good decisions consistently over time. You don't have to implement all these sacrifices at once. Start with one or two that resonate most with you and gradually add more as you get comfortable. The key is to start somewhere and keep moving forward. Before I wrap up, I want to be real with you: making these sacrifices isn't easy. There will be times when you question whether it's worth it, times when you see friends living it up while you're being financially responsible. But remember this: temporary sacrifices lead to permanent changes in your financial life. Every time you make one of these sacrifices, you're not just saving money, you're investing in your future freedom. That's it for today's video, folks. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building real wealth. Drop a comment below letting me know which of these sacrifices you're going to tackle first. Until next time, remember, your future self is counting on the decisions you make today.